Yo, we are back again, guys, with another video. And this I'm about to show you. I'm going to show you two different ways of doing this. There is the very basic, which you may know, and then more of a magician for that. I did show this on the channel a long time ago, and I think quite a few of you missed it. And I couldn't get my head around how this works. The very first version you're about to see, you may know it and be like, Brandon, I know that, it's very easy. The second version is a little bit harder, I'm not going to lie, but even when you know how to do it, it still doesn't make sense. So all that being said, let's jump in to the trick. Okay, so I'm going to show you the very basic of this trick, okay? And don't judge me because you all might know this effect. If you don't, you're going to be for surprise because if you're a complete beginner, this trick's perfect for you. So somebody's going to go ahead and pick a card. So let's just, for example, say they choose this card right here. I'm not going to look at the card. And the cards get placed back inside the center of the pack, and I am not going to touch the cards. Well, I will, but not just yet, because all I do is snap. You're not going to believe this, but all the cards, except one card, the 5 of hearts. I know, crazy, right? No, it is the 5 of hearts. I'm not saying it's your card, I'm saying it's the 5 of hearts. Yeah, you're not that impressed. So this is more of an indicator card. If we count 5, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th card. And this should be your playing card, the 7 of spades, which is incredible. So from a shuffle pack, you could have picked any card and the 5 of hearts found it. But not just that. If we snap, we also find the 4 aces as well. So that is it. You might already know how this works. If you don't worry, because I'm going to teach it you anyway. But for you more advanced people or who've been into magic for a while, you might already know this and go, Brandon, it's easy, we know that. Fair enough, that's fine. But now I'm going to show you the, should we call it the more advanced handling. It's not as easy as this. You do need to know a certain few moves, but I will go through them thoroughly with you guys. So all that being said, let me show you the second performance. Okay, so you've just seen the basic performance. So with that, there's a little stack, and like I'm going to teach you how to do that if you don't already know. But this version, okay, the cards can be shuffled. Okay, so imagine that. If you're a magician, okay, and you know how the first trick works, imagine it doing it with a shuffled deck of cards, okay? It truly, really is a shuffled deck. And I'm going to show you it's a truly shuffled deck of cards. I'm going to show you as well, all the cards are completely shuffled, okay? And the best thing about this effect, okay, is it could be a borrowed deck, okay? So it might be a little bit hard to do this because you're quite far away, but I'm going to riffle through the cards and they will shout stop any. I'm not going to look at the card either. So they're going to shout stop, so hopefully you can see this card. If you've got the card right here, hopefully you do, just like so. So what I'm going to do is give these cards a few cuts. And you know what? We're giving one more shuffle. Just like so. These cards are getting shuffled. A real shuffle. And all I have to do, and don't forget, this can be a borrowed deck, no setup. You snap and you will find one card right here, the 10 of clubs. They will say, no, it's not my card. Well, if it's not your card, it must be an indicator card. So we will count 10 cards. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 10th card should be the King of Diamonds, which will be the card. So that is the more advanced handling, okay? It's from a shuffled deck. There is no setup whatsoever. But the only difference is you haven't got that kicker ending with the 4 aces. That is the only difference. But if you are wanting to learn both of these, don't worry because I'm about to teach you these. The first one, very simple. A beginner can do it. If you are a beginner and you want to learn the second version, it may take a little bit longer because obviously there's a few moves going on. And also you have to learn how to do a Pharaoh shuffle like so. Okay, so all that being said, let's dive into the tutorial. Okay, so here is the tutorial, guys, for the very first trick. Very easy, anybody can do it. So if you're not aware of it, what you need to do is take your 4 aces out and any 5, it can be any 5 at all, and the setup goes like this. So it goes your 5 of hearts, so turn your cards face up, your 5 of hearts goes face down, and then your aces go on top of it. So you have your aces, then your 5 of hearts face down, and the rest of the cards. You are ready to begin the trick. So all you have to do is spread the cards and get somebody to pick a card. Just be careful though, not to spread right down to the bottom so that you flash the card. You want to keep that a secret. So spread the card somewhere in the middle so somebody can pick a card. So let's say they choose this one, and it's a joker. It doesn't matter what card it is. All you have to do, you can even put the cards down on the table, ask your spectator to cut the card anywhere they wish, and wherever they cut, place their card on top of it. You're going to pick the remainder of the cards and put on top, and what's happening is the aces and the 5 is going to go above it. So they're going to go on top. You square the cards, you can snap your hand, do anything, any magical gesture, and then when you spread the cards, a 5 is going to come up. You can say, look, the 5 of hearts, and they'll be like, well, no, it's not my card. And you can say, oh, I didn't say it was your card, I'm just saying it's the 5 of hearts, or whatever you're going to say. All you're going to do is move everything on top to one side, move the 5 to one side, and you're going to count 5 from here. This is not going to be number 1. This is going to be number 1. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last card will be the selected card. And the remainder 4 cards will be the aces. Very, very easy to do. Let's go through that one more time very, very quickly in case you missed anything. So the 5 of hearts will get reversed. The aces go on the face. So you like this, aces, and then your 5. Turn these face down. You're going to get a card selected. They're going to look and remember the card. You're going to cut, or they can cut, put the cards down on the table if you wish. They cut anywhere they want. Then the selected card goes on top where they cut. The remainder goes on top of that. All you do is snap and spread the cards. You don't even have to spread the cards good. You can just spread the cards so you can see that face-up card. You're going to remove everything above the 5. Then you're going to count 5 cards. This is not going to be 1. You're going to start off the very first face down card as 1. So move the 5 to one side and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 card. That should be your playing card. They think the trick's over. You don't expect the aces to be here. You say, not just that, I even found the 4 aces at the same time. So very easy to do, guys. Very, very basic trick. So now I'm going to show you the advanced handling one. Okay, so this is the advanced handling, guys. So get ready. So remember, this deck is shuffled up by the spectator. It can be a borrowed shuffled deck. And the only thing you need to look for is a 10. So when I spread the cards to show, I'm actually looking for a 10. So let's make it very obvious. We're going to use this 10 here. So when I'm spreading through the cards to find the first 10 I see, I'm going to get a break. Okay, a big break. And all these cards on the right are going to go face down on top of it. I'm going to pick all these cards up, because now the 10's here, place them on the table. I'm going to carry on spreading and throw these on top. Spread, throw these on top, spread, throw these on top. So now, basically, I have a 10 reversed at the bottom. Let's do that one more time. I'm not going to go through that loads. It's just a bit of a practice to get that break and flip the cards over. So you're going to spread through till you find your 10. I found my 10. I'm going to get a break below it, just like so. All my right-hand cards are going to go face down on top. So I've got the break here, and the 10's right here. I'm going to put these cards on the table, and then I'm just going to spread and throw all the cards on the table, just like so. So it looks pretty messy. So, and I'm saying all the cards are completely different. So let me do that at speed just to show you. Okay, so I'm showing the cards. Let's use a different 10 and let's get a different shuffle as well for you. It's going to be a 10 of diamonds again. Well, let's do a different 10. Let's do a 10 of clubs. Okay, so I'm spreading the cards. I've seen my 10. And so all the cards are completely random shuffle cards. Just looks fair. Okay, so when you're in this position, okay, you've got your 10 at the bottom. What you need to do is remove 4 cards from the top to the bottom. You can do a double undercut if you wish, but I thought the easiest way is turn the card towards yourself so the 10 is facing you and shuffle off 4 cards. Go 1, just peel 2, 3, 4, they go to the bottom. Okay, do that at speed, it'll look like this. So I'm going to give them a quick shuffle. Done. So now you can actually show top and bottom. So now you're set up. What you're going to do now is riffle the cards till the spectator shouts stop. But you just be careful not to riffle the first 5 cards because you will flash that. You don't want to flash that. So just make sure you go above that before you riffle. So when you riffle, they shout stop. Let's say it's the King of Spades. All you're going to do is let go with your index finger, just like so. And then you're going to keep a pinky break. So I've got all the cards here, and then this card right here is the King of Spades. I'm going to leave it face up. So the card is right there. Now what I'm going to do is cut this packet right here in half, just like so. And then I'm going to cut to the break. Now I've selected card is here. I'm going to cut these in half, place them on top, and the remainder on top. I know it might feel like there's a lot to remember, but after you've watched it a few times, and trust me guys, you will get it. So now this is your setup. Oh, this is the situation we have. So what you have to do, so I've got the 10 here, and then 4 cards down, I've got 5 cards down, I've got the King of Spades selected card. Now you have to do a Pharaoh shuffle. So it has to be a decent Pharaoh shuffle. So hopefully you can see that. If you don't know how to do a Pharaoh shuffle, I will go through it very quickly. So you've done your Pharaoh shuffle. Now 10 cards down will be that King of Spades. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is it. Okay. So that is the basic. Well, I'm not going to say it's basics, it's not a basic. That is the more advanced handling of the effect. So I'm not going to go through the whole effect again, okay? Like that, rewind it or go back and go through it step by step. Like I said, it's just getting that 10 to, you know what? I am going to go through it really quickly one more time, bit of speed. Okay, let's put it to the hearts in the middle. So if that was the case as well, let's just say the 10 of hearts, you get the card 10 of hearts is here. You can just slip cut it and get into the routine. Or if you don't want them to shuffle the cards, just play, you can already have it set up. So you could have a 10 here and have 4 cards at the bottom. So you're already in that position to go in, but the cards can't be shuffled. But I think if you're going to do this, you want to learn it the proper way. So the cards are shuffled up. Okay, I'm going to look for a 10. So let's find a 10 of diamonds. All these cards are going to go on top. I'm not going to teach it very slowly again. I'm going to go through it quite quick. They go down. The cards are just going to get thrown on, just like so. So the 10's at the bottom, just right here. Pick the cards up. Make sure you don't flash that 10. You're going to shuffle 4 cards onto the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. They go on top. Then you're going to get someone to shout the word stop. They will shout stop. You're going to let go of that 8, just 1 card, and keep your pinky break there. The 8 of spades is right here. Okay? You cut the top half, just like so. Cut at the break. Cut this packet in half, and the remainder on top. Then you're going to do your Pharaoh shuffle. And we're going to go through this Pharaoh shuffle just after this. Just like so. You shuffle the cards, and then we count 10. This is not 1, this is 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I forgot what the card was now. The 8 of spades. So let me show you quickly how to do the Pharaoh shuffle. So guys, this is the Pharaoh Shuffle. So it will take a little bit of practice if you don't know how to do it. So the way I do this, I might do this completely different to other people, but all I'm going to do is hold the cards with my thumb on the left-hand side, middle and ring finger on the right-hand side, and I'm going to cut half and pull down. And I'm going to hold it with my ring finger and thumb. Then I'm going to pick the packet up with my middle finger and thumb, just like so, and I tap it to make sure it's all straight. And what I'm going to do is place my index finger on the edge of the top half here, and I'm going to line everything up. Hopefully you can see that. And with this corner and this corner, I'm just going to start pushing very, very faintly and moving left and right. And you'll be able to see, hopefully you can see on camera, the cards. I'm looking at the camera, not the card. Let me look at the cards. I'm looking at the camera. The cards are going to weave in. Okay? So again, they're going to just weave in. And it will take a little bit of practice if you can't do this. So I put them together, and then I start moving left and right very slowly, like this, and adding pressure with both hands. And when you do this, you can see the cards just go together. One more time. You're in this position, and then slowly go in. Practice that when you're watching telly, and just try and master it. And then when you've done that, you can use one hand or you can use two hands. So you can put it depends which way you're going to do it. You can do it this way. The way I normally do it, I just do it in one hand. So when you're in this position, I just grab it with my middle finger and thumb, and I just push the cards down, and my index finger's here. As soon as I let go of my index finger, they're just going to cascade down. Okay? Or you can do it that way. So when you've done the shuffle, grab them like this with your index fingers and thumb, bend the cards like so, and then just release the pressure, and they're just going to cascade down. It's all just practice, okay? It is all just practice. The Pharaoh Shuffle is one of those moves you want to do when you sat down watching TV. Just practice it. I do this all the time when I'm watching TV. I think my girlfriend Debbie gets a bit angry because we're watching a film, something bad's going to happen, and you can hear me going. So that is, guys, the Pharaoh Shuffle. Okay, so that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Yes, a little bit different, a little bit harder, this effect. It's not the easiest trick to do. Like I said, if you're watching telly, if you're at college, if you're at school, whatever you're doing, you can't do the Pharaoh Shuffle. Just practice. It's not going to come straight away. Like I used to do this when I was at school. I used to practice this all the time. My teachers used to take my cards off me because I was constantly practicing. Like, yes, I'm going to master it. Even the spin out card, I used to practice that for so long. So when I was at school and the teachers used to turn around on the board, right, and I used to go, yes, did it. I used to do it all the time. By the way, if you want to learn that, the spin out, I can teach it you. Not a problem. But anyway, I'm rambling on. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.